Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. Today we are going to solve some integration using integration by parts. This is our third session on integration by parts. The kind of function we are going to discuss here is that, suppose you have been given a function something like e power x and then fx plus f dash x is given. Okay, so what it is, that e power x is there, then that e power x is multiplied by two functions. If we consider the first function as fx, then its differentiation will be the second one. Okay, for example, if we take an example something like that, integration of e power x into sin x plus cos x dx. You see, if we consider sin x as fx, correct, then its differentiation is cos x, so that is become f dash x. So we are going to see a technique that how to find an integration of this kind of function. Let me first explain you the result. The result will be that integration of e power x fx plus f dash x, it should be equal to e power x fx plus one integrating constant c. We will see that how we get this result, but your task should be, whenever you get a function, okay, whenever you get a function like where it is e power x and it is multiplied by a function fx and its differentiation like this, e power x sin x plus sin x differentiation is cos x, then you can write this thing, the value of this integration should be equal to e power x into sin x, that is the function fx, plus one integrating constant c. If it is a one marker question in your board examination, you can directly write this, okay? And if you need to prove it, that how it becomes like this, that we are going to do it now, okay? What is the given integration, dear students? It is e power x into fx plus f dash x dx, correct? So what we can write from here? From here we can write this is equal to integration e power x fx dx, correct, plus integration e power x f dash x dx. Now let's concentrate on integrating this function e power x fx dx. So if we see, it is a product of two functions. Out of that, one is e power x, which is directly integrable, and fx, which we do not know whether it is directly integrable or not. So according to the Eilert rule, I explained that Eilert rule in one of my previous session. In fact, that was the first session under integration by parts. You can look into that video to have a very clear idea on Eilert rule. So what we can consider? We can consider that fx as the first function. Okay. So if we consider fx as the first function, so what we'll get? Fx into integration of e power x dx minus integration ddx of fx, that is equal to f dash x into integration of e power x dx, and this complete dx, that is the completion of integration e power x fx dx. And now plus e power x f dash x dx, we keep it as it is, plus integration e power x f dash x dx, we keep it as it is. Now let's proceed further. What we are going to get, if we make integration of e power x dx, that becomes fx into e power x, so that we can write e power x into fx, okay, minus integration of f dash x, okay, we can write f dash x into integration of e power x dx is what? E power x. So we can write e power x into f dash x dx plus integration of e power x f dash x dx and plus one integrating constant c as we complete the integration. Now if you look into it, dear students, that minus e power x f dash x dx and e power x f dash x dx, that got cancelled. So these and this get cancelled. So what we left with? We left with this is equal to e power x into fx plus c. Hence we get this result, that e power integration of e power x fx plus f dash x dx equal to e power x into fx plus c. So we are done with the proof. So whenever you get, as I said a few minutes back, that this kind of question you can directly write this is the answer. Okay, let's see couple of examples. Okay. So the first one I am going to place it here. Okay. The first question, what I am going to write it here, dear students, is that integration e power x into tan inverse x plus 1 by 1 plus x square dx. Whenever you get a question something like that, e power x into, there is a addition of two functions, always you should think that whether it is in the form of integration e power x fs plus f dash x or not. Now dear students, if we consider this function tan inverse x as fx, what we are going to get? Let's say this is equal to fx. So fx equal to tan inverse x. So if fx equal to tan inverse x, that implies f dash x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square. Now what is 1 by 1 plus x square? That turned out to be, f dash x. So we see it is in the form of e power x into fx plus f dash x, where fx equal to tan inverse x. So we can directly write the result, that should be equal to e power x into tan inverse x plus c, where c is integrating constant. Okay. So let's look into the next question. And next question I am going to give you here from my note. Let me write it down. So let me clean this portion. Sometime you will get a function, okay, something like this, that it has been given integration of e power x and addition of two functions. So here is one function, here is one function. By looking into this, you will not find that this is exactly a differentiation. So this function is exactly a differentiation of this one. Suppose in the place 1 whatever is seen, and place 2 whatever you are seeing, that the place 2 is not a direct differentiation of the function as it is given in this place 1. But if you make some kind of an arrangement, some kind of a calculation, okay, then you can find that yes, you can write this as kind of a fx and you get this as f dash x. We are going to, so this is inherently given. So we are going to solve one such question so that you get an idea that how to solve it. Okay. So let me write down this question first. The question here is that integration e power x into x square plus 1 divided by x plus 1 complete whole square dx. Okay. So as you see that the question here is that we need to perform that integration of e power x into x square plus 1 by x plus 1 complete whole square dx. If you see, it is not directly in this form as I was telling fx plus f dash x, but always you should think this expression, that is x square plus 1 by x plus 1 whole square, and whether we can represent that expression in the form of a function plus its differentiation. Let's look into it. Okay. So what we can concentrate here, dear students, is that something like this, that we have been given what? X square plus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square. Okay. So that what we can write? So we can write this is equal to, x square minus 1 plus 2 divided by x plus 1 whole square. Okay. So from here what we can write, dear students? So this we can write is that, you may ask, sir, why you are doing so? So my purpose is that to express this entire function, entire expression in the form of a function plus a derivative of that function. That is my objective, hence I am doing so. So what we can write? This is equal to x square minus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square plus 2 by x plus 1 complete whole square. Okay. Now if we look into this one, that x square minus 1 by x plus 1 whole square, so x square minus 1 is what? X plus 1 into x minus 1. So 1 x plus 1 would get cancelled. So we will be living with x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. This is one thing. Plus 2 by x plus 1 whole square. Okay. And we are able to cancel it because x is not equal to 1. So we can write it, since x is not equal to 1. Now dear students, if we look into it, this is fx, and we let us see whether this is f dash x or not. So what we are going to do? We are going to perform ddx of x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Okay. So what we are going to do, if you know the differentiation of this one, this is equal to x plus 1 whole square. Then it is x plus 1 into ddx of x minus 1, correct, minus x minus 1 into ddx of x plus 1, correct. So let's look at here. So what we get in the numerator, x plus 1 ddx of x minus 1, that is 1. So we get in the numerator x plus 1 minus x minus 1 into ddx of x plus 1, that is 1. So minus of x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 complete whole square. So x plus 1 minus x plus 1, that is equal to what? That is equal to 2 by x plus 1 whole square. So what we get? That differentiation of this function is this function. So we can easily write this is equal to fx plus f dash x, in which fx is nothing but this function. Fx is nothing but this function, correct. So what we can write it here, dear students? So we can write here in this question, so we are able to express this as, this is equal to e power x into integration, obviously, is equal to x minus 1 divided by x plus 1, okay, plus 2 by x plus 1 whole square. Okay. So as I was telling few minutes back, that whenever we will be given a question something like e power x into some expression, your target should be to try to express that expression as a sum of two functions, in which that first function, if you differentiate, you will get the second function. That means what? As I have explained, if this is fx, then the second function become f dash x. This is equal to what, dear students? So that becomes integration of e power x into fx plus f dash x. Correct? Oh, sorry, here I should write dx. Okay, dx, where fx equal to x minus 1 by x plus 1, where fx equal to x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Now what we have learned? Integration of this form, e power x into fx plus f dash x, this is equal to e power x into fx plus c, where c is integrating constant. So what we can write it here, dear students? So this is equal to, fx is x minus 1 by x plus 1. So we can write this is equal to x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 into e power x plus c. Okay, you can write where c is integrating constant, where c is integrating constant. Okay, dear students, so I hope you got a very clear idea that how to perform integration of a function which is expressed as e power x into sum of two functions, where the differentiation of the first function is the second function. So whenever you get similar question in the exam hall, first think in that direction, that whether you can express this as e power x into fx plus f dash x dx. Then you can directly write the result of that integration as e power x into fx plus 1 integrating constant. So with this note, let me conclude the session here, dear students. Thank you very much, and we will meet in the next class soon. Thank you.